Welcome to Everlasting Talk. Hello, welcome to Everlasting Talk. I'm your host, Ever, and today in the Biography series, we are chatting about General George Patton. Before we get started, make sure to check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Blogger, Spotify, and Twitch. Let's get started. George Patton was regarded as a famous figure in American military history, recognized for his brilliant, strategic, and courageous leadership and larger than life attitude. Born on November 11th, 1885, in St. Gabriel, California, he went on to become one of World War II's most famous generals. Patton graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1909 and quickly established himself as an accomplished cavalry officer. During World War II, served a variety of jobs and was noted for his gallantry in warfare. However, World War II is where General Patton truly established himself as a legend. Patton is best known for his leading the Allied forces to a series of remarkable triumphs against the German Afrika Corps during the North African Campaign. He went on to lead the U.S. Third Army during the invasion of Sicily and the French campaign. Patton was a master of mobile warfare, for his uncompromising and unyielding approach to battle. He was also noted for his self discipline and demanding leadership style, earning the moniker Old Blood and Guts. I don't know, that seems kind of, yeah, Old Blood and Guts. I guess he was old and he had blood and guts, I guess. Despite his battlefield successes, but not without controversies, he had outspoken opinions that would question authority of his the president, his people above him. So it put him at odds with his superiors. He was temporarily stripped of command in 1943 after he slapped a soldier suffering from war stress. I think at the time PTSD wasn't diagnosed, so it's probably what the soldier was suffering. But yeah, um, General Patton was out of line by slapping him, and they got temporarily stripped of command for I think it was about like a couple weeks or so. But it would not deter him. He would actually be involved in the Normandy invasion, which he did. He's the one that did the Ghost Army. So if you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much where they set up a dummy army on a different side of the beach and made it look like they were establishing forces there, so it would go ahead and confuse the Germans. I forgot. I think it was called the Ghost Campaign. I forgot what the name of the campaign is, but I'll look it up. But yeah, it was very successful, obviously, because the invasion of Normandy was successful for the Allies, the U.S., the British, and more. He also went ahead and led the Lorraine campaign, also the famous Battle of the Bulge, which was one of the most deadliest battles in history, and also went into advancing into Germany through the Rhine River, the Black Forest. So yeah, he was pretty much like throughout the entire European campaign. But once the war was over and Germany, surrendered on a VE Day, he was asked to join the Pacific campaign, which was still going on strong. But he was eventually denied by the Secretary of War Henry L. Stimson, but was appointed military governor of Bavaria. So that was pretty much him. He probably told him to not continue the war. He just pretty much just stay in Europe for a while. But he did not like it at all. He think it was beneath him. He wanted to be on the battlefield, especially in the Pacific. Um, After an argument with President Eisenhower, no, General Eisenhower, he was relieved of duty on November 26, 1945. Um, so he was essentially retired from the military, but not fully. On December 9th, 1945, as a treat to himself, especially going through an entire war, he was on a hunting trip. During the hunting trip, he got into a car accident and was paralyzed from the neck down. Eventually, 12 days later, he died in his sleep of a pulmonary edema and congestive heart failure on December 21st, 1945. It's crazy how not even like what 6 months before he was 6, 7 months before, he was on the battlefields of Europe, leading an army to unfortunately passing away in his sleep after a hunting accident that got him paralyzed, which is an unfortunate way to go out. Um, Patton's military style was his military style and his leadership style would generate many films and books. Some examples include 1970's Patton. The title of the film was a film featuring George C. Scott as General Patton. It received seven Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture and Best Actor. Several books I could talk to you about include the Patton Papers by Blumensten, included Patton's personal letters and diaries. Another book I could recommend, or you guys could look into or check out, is Patton, A Genius of War by Carlo D'Este, which is also a great read for about Patton. Another read is Patton and Rommel, Men of War in the 20th Century by Dennis Showalter. It's also a great read if you want to know more about the man. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Rommel down the road in a future episode. Be on the lookout for that. It's they were both great military generals, especially in the Africa, in the battles of Africa. But yeah, in conclusion, Patton was a renowned figure in American history. During World War II, he was a brilliant strategist and fearless leader while not without controversy. His on the field successes inspired generations of generals and people who love military history. Thank you for joining me on this biography of George Patton. Please subscribe, follow, and like all my social media because I will love your help. It gets me going every day. Every time I get someone to subscribe, it'll be great. And the next one, we'll be talking about Nelson Mandela, the first president of South Africa. Don't miss out. This is Ever from Everlasting Talk. See you at the next episode. Bye bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Everlasting Talk. For more content, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Everlasting Talk. Thank you.